Welcome to the Love Creates Love mini podcast with me, Gayle Berry. So, how does baby yoga help with colic? This is what today's episode is all about. And having had a baby with colic, I know how it feels. It can be so disempowering. And I know that there's a mix of frustration, tiredness, overwhelm, and also sadness and grief, because when colic is severe, it takes away a lot of the joy of having a new baby, especially because it isn't really talked about before you have a baby, and the reasons for colic are not clear. Personally, after 20 years of experience working with babies with colic, I feel it's to do with having a dysregulated nervous system. And so, the more safety, the more containment, the more regulation of the nervous system that we can give through touch, through movement, through being present, through being connected, through our physical contact, baby wearing, hugging, all of these things, that's what I feel really helps to change things for colicky babies. So that's why baby yoga can be so powerful. Now, as always, when we're practicing baby massage and baby yoga, before we do anything with our babies, we always ask for baby's permission. This is really important because it shows respect for babies, and babies are communicating with us all the time. It's a chance to tune in and make sure that this is the right time, because there's nothing worse than introducing something to a baby when they're clearly not in the mood, and yet kind of as the parent we want to do it but we're not really listening. So let's be really respectful for babies and make sure that we're always taking the lead from them. So baby yoga can help with colic in a variety of different ways. First of all, the gentle movements and positions that we use in baby yoga can help to alleviate some of the discomfort associated with colic. Certain yoga positions, such as bringing the knees up to the tummy, gentle twists, and leg exercises, can help to relieve gas and wind and promote digestion, which can help to reduce the symptoms of colic. And what I found is that for some babies, having massage on the tummy can feel far too intense. So it's better to actually use movement, because it is helping to move the air and the gas or the stool through the belly, but it does so in a more broad way. So if you imagine if you had a tummy ache and someone was pressing directly on that, it might feel really sensitive and tender. Whereas if someone was picking up your legs and moving them around to create the space for wind and gas to move, it could feel more comfortable. So you all know your baby, and this is where really tuning into their cues is essential, so that we're always taking the lead from our babies. The other way that baby yoga can help with colic is it can help to stimulate the digestive system. So the gentle movement and massage-like techniques that happen when we're practicing baby yoga can stimulate the digestive system and help to regulate the bowel movements and ease discomfort in the bowel. So by encouraging the movement of trapped air, this can also help with relieving symptoms. So again, good movements to use are bringing the knees up towards the chest and making circular motions, opening and shutting the legs at the hips very gently, bicycling the legs, marching the legs. I've got an amazing video that I did with Channel Mum. There's a whole series on baby yoga there, so you might want to go on over and check that out, or check out some of the other resources on the website at blossomandberry.com. Whenever baby's been sitting in a prolonged period, for a prolonged period of time, for example, in a car seat or a baby seat or a buggy, it's really good when you get them out to do some baby yoga movements like this to allow any buildup of trapped air or gas to move around, because babies are actually designed to be very active. You know, there would be no separation between parents and carers and babies in the way that we used to live. Babies would have been worn on our backs, so throughout the day they would have been jiggled up and down. So air bubbles and stools would have naturally moved out towards the end of the gut. And also, babies would have had skin stimulation all day long, which actually helps with proprioception and body awareness and the stimulation of the nervous system, which overall helps with better brain body coordination. And what's included with that is the gut. So, the more static your baby is, the less energy is moving around your baby's body, the less the nervous system is being stimulated. So this is why any type of movement, baby wearing, baby yoga, baby massage, cuddling your baby, playing with your baby, lifting your baby up and down is always going to be good for helping to move energy and circulation and anything within the digestive system, the lymphatic system. Obviously not to the point of overstimulation, but this would have been a natural part of babies' lives before we had this separation between, parents do this and babies do that, and we don't do it together. We nest our babies rather than carry our babies. So it can also help to promote relaxation, because baby yoga also incorporates things like gentle breathing exercises, which can help to soothe and calm your baby. So placing your hand on your baby's heart or on your baby's belly and taking some lovely deep breaths together can help to just center and ground both of you, because like I said, it can be a really distressing experience for both of you. So when you activate your breath in a conscious way, you're working with the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the rest and digest responses within the body. So when we're stressed, we go into the sympathetic nervous system, and that makes our breath much shorter, and it actually is putting less oxygen into the body. So when we get stressed out, taking long, conscious, considered breaths brings us back into the moment. It communicates to our bodies that we're safe, and it helps to activate those relaxation responses. Imagine if you were running away from somebody because you were scared. Everything in your body is going to be elevated. When you had a chance to relax and you knew you were safe, everything starts to come back down. So keep thinking about that process, the two sides of the coin. If you're feeling super stressed, how can you activate the relaxation responses? And the fastest way to do that is with the breath. And remember, you are a mirror for your baby. So the more relaxed and calm you are around your baby when they have colic or constipation, the more relaxed your baby's going to be. And this leads to another big benefit of practicing baby yoga for colic, which is that it does provide the opportunity for you to give more comfort and to bond with your baby, because every time you respond to your baby's needs, your baby learns that the world is a kind and compassionate place. And when they reach out for help, somebody comes, someone is there to reassure them, to love them, that they're heard, that they're safe and they're protected. So even though it can be a hard process physically, emotionally, your consistent responsive behavior actually builds up trust and safety in your baby. Baby yoga also generally helps to regulate circulation and energy flow within the body. And some people believe that certain yoga practices can regulate energy through the body. I certainly do, and I've seen this in my own yoga practice, is that we are energy. Everything is energy. And so stagnant energy can cause disease, and it can cause different physical symptoms and ailments. So my personal go-to thing whenever I'm starting to get poorly is to think about shifting my energy, moving my energy, whether that's through the food I'm eating, water, whether it's through my breath, whether it's through movement, stretching, all of these different things to move whatever is causing this blockage, this stagnant energy to manifest in a physical disorder. That's my personal belief. That is the belief of yoga, that everything is connected and that the body and mind and spirit are directly affecting each other at all times. And, we can't look at things separately. We have to look at everything as a holistic philosophy. So this is why gentle movement and motion, I believe, is a very powerful medicine for parents and babies. And it's why babies really love gentle movement, being rocked, being swayed, why they love being carried in slings, because there's a gentle motion of energy. Things are constantly moving and there's no place for things to stagnate. So it's quite different to how we parent in the Western world, where babies can be left in one position, one fixed position for a long period of time. And adults really don't enjoy that. So, makes sense that babies also, that's not going to be their preference too. So by promoting circulation and energy flow, this is going to help baby's natural healing process, and it may alleviate colicky symptoms over time. So baby yoga definitely has many benefits for colicky babies. It's also very important to approach baby with caution and with respect. And if you have any concern for your baby's health, always go and check with a medical professional. Remember, you are the expert of your baby. Always check that there's your baby's happy and healthy before you begin. There's no contraindications like diarrhea, sickness, any undiagnosed lumps and bumps, and that you don't massage or perform yoga with your baby within 48 hours if you've chosen to give your baby a vaccine too. So lots of things to consider, lots of things to practice. If you want some more resources on this, pop over to our website at blossomandberry.com. If you've been inspired and you'd like to know more about our training, you can train to become a baby yoga teacher with us in as little as 12 weeks anywhere in the world with our award-winning online program. And you're welcome to come over, check that out, and book a call with me if you want any more information. Remember to like this episode and maybe share it with someone that you know who might need this help, advice, and wisdom right now. You can subscribe for further editions of the podcast, and come over and connect with us and say hi. I'd love to know what you thought about this, and I hope it has been really helpful.